you know, any grubs to a Tristana, even a nerfed Tristana.
True.
Always can be a bit of a difficult prospect as safe champion on side lane, can accrue those gold leads really Ratty has, or not Betty, excuse me, Maple has TP to respond if he wants to. Instead, we might see the 5v5. Woody getting things kicked off. Immediate Rumble ulti, but Cheeton uncontested on the side. Good calling initially to start things off, but they're only hitting the tankiest member of the team. Maple already starting to back away. First blood for the CB Law for Pain Gaming.
Are too far away, so that second Drake already secured for Pain. Skarner, geez, I forget the name of the item. The Sejuani has it.
Instantly, gonna see that all. It's a quick pick. We look away for about a moment. Betty's though. This is going to be very difficult for Weiser to hold. And the tower down top lane as well. Maple there to pick up that money. And PSG going to grab 2 towers. One will be traded back. It's a bit of an awkward. Looks like the answer is yes. Hovering off to the side. Rumble now coming in. Objective. Jinkato immediately going to try to kick things off. A lot of burst used on the Skarner. To little effect thus far. Junja with flash, with smite. Objective in their sights, bursting it down. They get the objective. PSG have a wave to play on, but can only push it out and walk away. Patience, and they are powerful. They just have yet to find that circumstance where they can really leverage their advantage. Initial pick onto Junja. They know that he has no flash. That Skarner ult is doing, or excuse me, the Rumble are doing a decent amount of work. Skarner now making his way out. Jinkato trying to follow up, taking the jungle out of the equation. Immediate snap back over for Jinkato. He will not drop. We're in trouble now too. Weiser in the midst of everybody, but a perfect input buffer from Maple means he will walk away. PNG, what can they get off of that pick?
Well, they could think about Baron, but they might just get the mid turret as Sejuani and Nami are both recalling. And we got some
Can they get into the pit? Junja has the E. He should be able to get through the wall if he wants to, but PSG trying to play through the bottom side. Immediate stun now coming in. That's the ultimate. They get it! Infernal Soul for Pain Gaming in game 1. Now a quick retreat. PSG desperate to find a fight, desperate to force something back.
I mean, this is a pretty big lead now that the Soul has been acquired. The next time they fight, they're going to be that much more powerful. They're just buying a little bit of time to make sure they're healthy. They might fight right here.
Jinkato going to the wall. The knockup not going to hit. Aj taking a decent chunk of damage. Not sure if they get the arm guard or the Zanya's there, but either way, highly impactful in the fights to come. Knowing that Rumble doesn't have ulti either, Jinkato just continues to fish with these knockups. Junja is so squishy against these champions. The tank jungler not tanky at all.
The enemy jungler down. They might go straight for Baron. Oh no, he's interrupted.
Woody, pick off to the side. Jinkato should just knock. Or get knocked down here.
He was planning on teleporting straight back in, but now we have a fight.
In, immediate ult, the stun not going to connect. Nice knockback coming in from Maple, but Betty now going to be the one in trouble. Cheeton on the front line, so much damage coming through. PSG being pushed back into enemy territory. They need to find a way out of this one. Karaoke going over the wall, knock up there, another member falling. PNG say, all right, good deal, we'll just turn right back. Total control, Jat, and right now, Betty's ult, the potential for a combo here feels like PSG's angle out, but it's so difficult to set up when they're so far behind. And when Pain Gaming are playing with such confidence, instantly punishing Junja. Over the wall, Weiser now coming in. Quick stun, ulti not even gonna come through. Pain Gaming, they got the pick they wanted. Jungler out of the equation.
To help the Skarner, and now they're on Baron with no smite. They could finish or they could peel early.
Betty's ult is gonna be big here, but Curry has ult as well. Can just throw it in. Jinkato poking. Objective low, but there's no smite. Kirk doesn't have smite.
Oh, geez.
This is, oh no. Not like this. Not like this, Pain Gaming.
Oh my goodness.
Don't do your namesake justice. Brazil does better than you get. Coming in, Jinkato going to get over the wall, but he drives the very back. Any lower, doesn't matter. Betty, take it out. PNG, the smite. Just in time. Coming in, but Cheeton is clutch. It might have been messy, but when it matters, he stands up.
Just like they drew it up. Baron at 1600 and no smite was crazy. Yone can't even get out the back of the pit. Sejuani seems like he's gonna die. Yone sacrifices his life for it, but then the smite actually comes up as the next Baron auto literally would have killed the Sejuani, and then Titan, just absolute beast mode. This entire game, the Lucian has enough range that he can kill these turrets. The Baron is gonna help them extend their gold lead. It's probably
gold lead. If someone steals an Elder with 4 members on their team still alive, that team fight gets a lot more even.
And here we go. I think they're going to fight before Elder.
Junja, again, just going to get picked off here. Pain Gaming, eyes on their perfect target. Now, Weiser stepping in. Quick pick on Aja as well. He goes golden, but for what? He's just delaying the inevitable. Pain Gaming, they don't even need the Elder. Just stepping near it is enough to bait in PSG. The TP's now coming through as well. The Jax is damn powerful, but this is a confident move. Cheeton goes in. 1-2 punch there. 80 carrying top lane together. Betty, there's just nothing they can do. Maple down for the count. Pain Gaming in game one, for a few minutes, looked like PSG had it figured out. Like it might be an inevitable conclusion that they'd be able to outplay. But after those few minutes, Pain Gaming finding the picks, finding the kills, finding the setup, their patience paying off. Playing better in game one, pick after pick, objective after objective. Pain Gaming make the upset happen in game one, even if they lose someone to the fountain.
And Draco, Pain is going to take the early Drake. They're going to give away the early grubs. And we know how that one turned out. They stacked the soul and managed to win the game. So Pain's going to be very happy taking this trade one more time.
So Maple did pretty well. And the isolated 1v1 means might be able to let Berserker Screams. It's such a good first item purchase, but oftentimes in lanes like this, you feel like just getting the early MR out of Mercs, the extra movement speed helps so much more.
Yeah, he's going to be really delayed, and this could be a kill.
Lockdown there, Visor in trouble, but the initial damage coming in for the Rumble is massive. Over the wall is the buy, trying to finish it. Visor still living! He's still alive. Juju wants to fall on the shield is now coming through! He's overheating. Meganar, Aji holding on. First blood, they managed to finish the kill. Now trying to get out the Q round, trying to get closer to Aji. One more sec. No, the Dente blow's not enough. Dead to finish the kill. Oh, God, a game! Not even inches, centimeters, millimeters, decimeters. Item, something that has, you know, attack speed and crit chance together, or just attack speed, because it's effectively also CDR, you're getting double value, but Hexdrinker has no double value stats for Yone. That is a purchase of necessity in a matchup that has been so Maple favored thus far, and means that while he'll still get value out of the knockup and the ult and fights, his net damage output is so much lower than it would be with any other item. Because now you can see Maple just threatening Cheeton in the picture-in-picture there. Pain Gaming determined to set up for grubs. It'll only take PSG getting one to get them the might spawn. As Junja starting to speed forward, finds the initial CC, the initial knockup. Ulti now coming back to Curry. They've locked up two members, but a Jin Kato off to the side, hoping to bring it back. Prom Unbreakable does a little bit of work. Pfizer doing a lot of damage down, and Pain Gaming might just be better in the fight. Woody getting caught up, but they want a little bit more. Betty locked up. Maple not quite able to hit on the Shuriken flip. Aja coming in though, and he's just untouched. The Gnar ready to take over, but he needs to start stacking rage, but he's just tired. He has the debuff on, he can't stack anything. Finally now getting it. Cheeton standing behind Jin Kato, ready to take over. He might not even need another item. Q3 there. Maple trying to finish. Captive audience not going to hit. Bloodbath on the top side of the map. It's
before falling to the Yone.
And while Maple's in a decent position, he just cannot finish these kills off. Jin Kato, the edge is short.
Also kind of slow play this bot lane and get two outer turrets with really no retaliation possible. It's going to like
you're consistently looking for these angles, but you can see in the match card lane economy snapshot that the economy not favoring them right now.
I don't think they can do anything at this turret, actually.
Q flash, Junja on the way in. A lot of base damage coming in strong there. Now she's just taking his time. Doesn't even have Mega yet. Just continues to autos, gets those hyper procs, and they'll finish off Weiser here. And very close there, but I think the damage portion of this Pain Gaming lineup just was not in a good enough position. The carry up wanted to follow up with the ultimate. But Junja in a pretty good spot. That Braum is in trouble. Cheeton maybe can offer him a way to get out. Immediate ulti coming through, sidestep by all three members of PSG. Cheeton in the midst of the enemy team. Jin Kato, Q3 ready to go. But Maple behind him, he's gonna snap back. Maple's immediately gonna be on top of him. The short flip misses, however. A little bit tragic as Aja TP's in. They're weaker in most fights. And also they can suddenly find a man advantage and burst out a single target. They just don't really have the tools. Maple looking for the 1v1 off to the side. We'll at least get the ulti out of Jin Kato. Can just continue to push that tier 2. It's gonna force the recall from the Yone, but Maple instead might just reset and be ready to TP if he needs to. Pain Gaming looking to kick this fight off.
Yeah, they just want to flip it.
Lockdown there on the Karaoke. Should just be an immediate kill onto the Vi. Excellent follow-up coming as well from the Gnar. And now Woody trying to disrupt the rest of the fight. Jin Kato in the midst of the fight, but he does not have the ulti. Q3 going to be taken out to safety. PSG striking back in this game too. It was already a 5K gold lead, and it is only getting bigger as Cheeton left alone to defend this tower, but Maple is here ready to threaten.
Always have pressure somewhere, and Pain can never feel like they're in the right spot. So you could see Pain really wanted to contest that Drake, but they didn't have any waves pushed. They had poor vision, and they just didn't have a good entry into the fight. They also can't win through Soul, but they can win through just killing all of Pain and then killing the Nexus. I think that's going to be the strategy they take.
Yeah. Q3 on the Junja does not do much damage. The Skarner felt lackluster in the previous game in the face of the Sejuani, but in this game where he's so tanky and so far ahead, very hard for them to delete him, but not quite going to be the catch of cards as Woody's in the midst of the entire team. Karaoke now trying to retreat. Maple, big damage coming in from that Storm Surge. Ulti coming through as well, interrupting the Fate Sealed from Jin Kato. The curtain call won't quite finish up Curry, and now PSG.
Majority of the turret every time they move up with a wave, and it's just a matter of time until they extend the gold lead.
Pain Gaming hoping maybe that a member of PSG will be caught out. Unless they do want to go for some sort of fast play, where they fish, like the previous play,
yeah,
for some sort of pick, some sort of aggressive move, but they'll always be doing it at a gold and vision disadvantage. As Junja starting things off, suppression there, stopping Rumble from ulting. Weiser in trouble. Will he get anything else done? Desperation ult to little effect, and that's the risk of stepping up into territory you do not control.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hold a little bit, make sure Baron isn't getting started, although it's going to take about 45 seconds for PSG to kill Baron if they started it. But this is the plan that we thought PSG would have. They push mid wave, they get a pick, they move towards top wave.
3 lanes of pressure.
More damage.
Jinkato forced to go back. Q3, immediate ulti. By there to body block, crucially. Or it would have just been a kill. But now another tier 2 falling. Gnar already splitting in the bottom lane. Someone needs to match, but Yone needs to go back to base, which makes everything so damn tricky. Bit of poke onto Junja maybe slows the Baron, but again, Baron probably not their priority with this particular composition. Is now a desperation pick on the side lane. Can they take out the Gnar? Jinkato on the way in. Woody here to cover as well. Aja waiting for the ulti, waiting for the perfect time. Flash in, massive engage. Aja still standing. Knock back on 2-3. Doesn't have to throw them into the wall. Doesn't think he has the range, but Maple is there. And Maple has more than enough damage to do the work himself. Maple and Betty just cleaning up. Cheeton, the last man standing.
I think that's probably going to do it. PSG with a dominant game 2 here, only 24 minutes in, looking to finish off the ace. But even if they don't, they're going to be pushing these Nexus turrets right away.
Whiplash for Pain Gaming. Incredible game in game 1, but PSG not playing around in this game 2. Maple getting the better in the 1v1. Aja
is ever next to them. PSG is going to snap engage, especially with the Skarner.
Through the wall,
yeah,
into the wall. There's the snap engage as predicted. We've seen that exact engage twice this game, I want to say. And this time the ulti catching Curry. Mid animation as he goes back, so support out of the game. Cheeton stepping up here. Junja immediate flash in, tries to find the knockback. Cheeton living for a brief extra moment, but they're going to need to block with everything they've got. Have to be careful of the curtain call as well. So many things to take into account, but Cheeton's still alive. Maple, though, finally joining the fight. The damage from the Akali is good. Cario giving his life just to get his team out.
Now that's without Maple. Okay, now we're 15 seconds. So it is slow. Like, you can see why they haven't done it.
They're hilariously ahead.
That was in 20 seconds.
You know, not as important because he has such a massive lead. And Maple continues to threaten on side. They don't have a ton of range. They don't have a ton of poke. Although, as I said, Maple might be ready to go in.
Just thinking about it.
But the wave clear on the side of Pain, not great either. Immediately, they're going to try to follow up. Nice disruption coming from Junja. They find a shutdown initially. Knockback into 2, though. Gnar and Skarner together doing work. The beefy boys on the front line getting it done as Maple comes in to clean up. Cheeton going in, trying to finish on Maple. He doesn't hit the Q. Oh, he gave everything he had. One last desperation effort, and PSG, they've only got 3 creeps. But now with the bot lane coming in, they should just end it here.
Yeah, pretty respectable engage there by Pain, down this much gold, being able to get 2 kills, but that was always going to be the final outcome when they try to have that last fight. 2 Nexus turrets down, and soon to be followed by Nexus.
Nexus will fall as well. PSG striking back in game 2.
Okay, here we go.
Set up on the bot side. Level 3 there. Nice knock up. The cleanse isn't going to help there. Lockup now coming in. The root not going to do much of anything. Betty now in trouble. Minion wave doing a decent amount of damage, but Cheeton should just be able to grab that first kill. Nice use of the hawk shot to keep him standing. Cario now looking to follow up onto Woody. Junja is here. Lisa needs to be careful. Junja early burst isn't going to be that crazy. Alistair already up. Curry hoping to mitigate this a little bit. Q in to try to follow. Clone now coming out, but the lockup is there. Leona passive, offering that bit of extra damage to make sure Junja can secure. And now it's Curry who's forced to flash away a bit.
It was probably fairly close, but they really did think that they'd be able to outplay this one. As that's a game.
Jinkato in trouble. Flash forward. Maple finishes. Junja there to tank the tower shot to stop Maple from dropping down. Turn into Mega. It doesn't even have the ninja tab he completed yet. But luckily, Curry again in the area. And credit to him, he's been consistently in the right place across these games. Good knock up, level 5 there. Marked before the clone could come out. Now trying to get away, but Carioca just following up instantly. Weiser on the way in. Level 7, gonna pick up the kill. A little stop juke comes out from Junja, but nobody's falling for it. Quick kill back, and Pain Gaming credit to them.
PSG had control of this game, but now they've lost 3 grubs, they've lost first Drake, and they haven't extended their goal lead.
PSG have decent vision control, but with Gnar able to get first move and having Mega, this is a really tough fight to navigate. Just here, Betty and Woody are so low, and Betty doesn't have ulti. So a bit of a spectator objective there. Window shopping for that particular Drake, but Pain Gaming had more money, had more resources, so they're actually going to be the ones to walk into the store and buy it. Decide, well, look at Weiser's rage management, perfectly ready to go. If a fight does break out, we'll start to tick away, but not too far off Mega.
They go first.
taking their time on Woody. They don't need to overcommit resources. Why they're now charging up the Mega. A good initial pick. Junja trying to buy a bit more space, buy a bit more time. Jungler already taken off the board. Junja still running, still living for an extra moment. But the knockback is there. Why they're just completely whiffing. Knockback whiffs again. Nor missing everything. PSG outplaying it. Now Aja, this is the perfect circumstance. He just wants to chase these kills out. Maple is there as well. The dynamic duo, the solo lanes. A PSG trying to play cleanup as Betty returns to the mid lane.
Payne had so much confidence going into that fight, but PSG are the ones that just execute straight
This is a circumstance where if you burn all your cooldowns, Vayne is going to have a hell of a time running you down.
Thinking about a dive bot. That's a Meganar, though.
Wiser.
They're going to kill the turret first.
Ulti back up. Going to go in, go for the pushback into the wall, get a little bit of damage down, but no one is in the area. Meanwhile, his team already trying to take down other objectives. Wiser taken out of the equation, but it's tier 1 top. Traded in return. Mid lane, I believe, under pressure as well. So 2 towers taken down for 1. Payne Gaming in a decent spot. They want to continue to trade up. No one has taken the Herald. It's not the center of attention. Instead, so much more about pressure on these side lane objectives. And we're just getting a bit of a side lane race.
Are going to take 2 as well. I think they're just agreeing to give each other money. Which, if you could do this in real life, I think a lot of people would.
Guys, I've figured out economics. I've never read anything about it. I don't know anything about it. But what if we both
carries of PSG that do have 2 core items?
They see Maple top. They know he has to TP in. They're hoping that they can just burn this down, that they can just get themselves into soul point. Wiser with the ultimate. He has to be better in this fight. Maple's already on the flank. Cheeton now going to be in trouble. The arrow completely whiffs. In terms of overall timing out, Cheeton is going to be in trouble. E1 connecting, E2 ready to go forward. Can't kick him back in time. The execution once again from PSG is just better.
Wow, that was so close. They almost missed the smite on the Drake. It went down to 13.
Enough in the game, and the gold lead not big enough that it'll take a little bit of time. Bukarioka, can he get into the pit?
Stop it.
Doesn't have ulti. 5K getting lower. Jinkato closer and closer. 3K, they're going to try and burst it. The objective should just fall here. They're going to try to pick up the pick in the meantime, but I don't know if this fight favors them. PSG still ready to go.
I would slightly favor PSG from this point, but it's like they're out of mistakes.
Yeah. Cheeton has to watch that tower get taken down, but luckily has
enough. If you're PSG, you do not want this Drake taking damage. The closer it gets to a flip, the closer you get to losing the game.
Aja on the flank. He goes in first, it'll be difficult. Now the ulti getting brought out. Junja getting lower and lower. Aja waiting off to the side. Visor hoping to find that good ulti angle. Curry now taken down. Karioka going back in. Woody lower and
Drake
lower. 2K on the objective. Can they find a way to finish this one off? Karioka knocked out of the fight. Betty stepping up. 1-2 shots trying to find the job. The Hextech Drake taken out and taken down by PSG. Wiser and Karioka trying to make it happen. But Maple in the clutch. 1 kill. 2 makes it look easy. 3 overall. The triple.
I think the series would be over.
Angle. A lot of damage on the clone there, but it costs them getting in position for the solar flare. They try to force the play on the side of Payne Gaming, but PSG punished that single moment. That it starts to feel a little bit easier for PSG, I think it's safe to say. 3.5 items, getting closer and closer to 4. Their gold lead not insurmountable, but feeling pretty damn close. Still have to respect the potential of Soul, but otherwise, they're in perfect setup to close this one out.
They absolutely are. They haven't made that mistake yet. They had that one mistake still to spin. Yeah. Is there a chance he can get it before? He's only on 700 gold at the moment.
400 more, if I remember correctly?
Yeah. Oh, maybe they can get Maple, though.
Maple eating the wrong way. That's not what you want to do.
Dracos.
There goes the Zanyas. I cursed him. I cursed him. I'm sorry, PSG fans.
How could he die, he says.
How could he die? The answer is, yeah, that's how. He could E the wrong way.
But, okay, now, so Aja's Vayne is taking this Drake. Do they try and defend this 4v5 because of the gold lead, or just delay long enough, 40 seconds for Maple to come back alive and teleport in? Because this Soul is up.
Payne have to take this. PSG have to be willing to concede this, and they have to try to fight through a team with Hextech Soul. Go for the 50-50 here. Do they win the split? Lee Sin off on the side. Junja in the midst of the pit. Aja just coming straight over the wall, knocking. Curry's going to knock him out of the pit, but it's just about who can get the smite in the end. 4K getting lower. It's not low enough yet. Junja trying to focus on the kill. They want to kill the Wukong. They absolutely don't want to have to flip it if they know you. Junja's still alive, though. That's going to be crucial. She not getting in the midst of the pit. Junja about to die, but the other kill on that first. But the Baron's still alive. Dragon finally go down. PSG. They don't even need Maple. They're just stronger.
Tunnel vision on the Drake allows Aja's Vayne to just free hit throughout, and just like that, Drake goes, I think the series is over. They're going to teleport in and kill the Nexus.
Maple.
Oh, Wukong just died to a turret.
5-head, Wukong just died to a tower. They're still going to end the game. Death timer's been too long. Curry, there's got to be no way he can hold this one. PSG, it starts with Maple getting picked, but they outplay. Tunnel vision from Payne, focus too much on the objective. Means that PSG will come out on top. Maybe not the cleanest game they were looking for, but still.